Hey everybody, I'm Assistant Managing Editor Gabe Wisnett, joined by reporter Daniel Gross. We're going to take a look and break down his Sunday story. This Sunday, the story is about the shortage of law enforcement officers in the area, specifically the Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office and the Spartanburg City Police Department. And Daniel, just to intro that, what are the shortages and maybe why are those shortages occurring?
Yeah, sure. So one thing that sort of started me on this story was I was talking to the Criminal Justice Academy here in South Carolina, and what they told me was that what they're seeing now in the last few years is that out of all the enrollees, the folks that go into the academy, out of all those graduates, about half of them end up leaving law enforcement altogether when they get out. So when the rubber finally hits the road and they get into a department, about half of the ones that are actually graduating now end up just getting out entirely. And so based on that, that obviously presents some challenges. But what I'm hearing, and based on my research and talking with everyone I could, the main reasons are pretty accurate. I mean, it's low pay. It's a safety issue. There's a heightened public perception of law enforcement now that's causing people to want to get out. Just safety risks, hours, number of things, and then even this newer generation of not wanting to stay in one place for too long. So there's a lot of bouncing back and forth, and just the competitive salaries all around. So even if they may stick in law enforcement, they may find that a neighboring county might pay a little bit more, so they'll jump over to that. And so that obviously creates some challenges with those holes.
And given those factors and given those holes in the departments, what are maybe the biggest concerns for leaders within these departments? Yeah,
sure. I mean, primarily it's just the idea that now fewer officers are having to do more with less. So with the holes, we've got more officers working overtime, working double shifts. There's fewer officers there to cover every square inch of a coverage area on patrol. Those days are kind of long gone in terms of an area being oversaturated with law enforcement to cover an area, so they're having to do more with less. And so along with the shortage in officers, departments and leaders are also looking at things like equipment and training and other things that they're asking local government agencies to fund these kind of things, to fund better training, to fund safety equipment, because safety is still an issue. And those kind of things are what they hope will try to keep officers on board if there's more commitment to their job.
And as a reporter, what will you keep your eye on with this story as we move forward, especially a reporter who covers crime and courts and those type of topics?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm going to continue to look at the holes in the numbers to see how everything's trending, because this is a trend that's probably about 3, 4, 5 years in now. So just to make sure that that's still trending and see how it's going. Going to be looking at what agencies are doing to request more things like more funding. I know a lot of the local leaders here have made pretty big public commitments to say, hey, we need to be more competitive with our salaries and things of that nature. So I want to see how the governments are funding these departments, to see if they recognize that yes, this is a problem. Holes are being made, and as a result, we're going to have to do one thing or another. Mainly, helping raise the pay for deputies and officers to keep them on board longer. So those are some of the things that I'll be keeping an eye out on.
That'll wrap it up. Be sure you pick up a copy on Sunday of Daniel's story of the paper and check it out online Saturday. Thank you.